What's up? And annyeonghaseyo to all my K-pop peeps out there. My name is Denise, and you're watching and or listening to my weekly podcast, and it's called That K-Pop Talk, where every week I give you the news and reviews of the latest and greatest in Korean popular music. Please click like, share, and subscribe to my podcast channel. If you would love to support me, there's a link in my description box for that too. So sit back and relax because K-pop news is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to That K-Pop Talk. It is time to get started with K-pop news. I'm just going to get straight into it. Your boy Lucas has left NCT and Wayv. SM put out a statement. Then Lucas came up behind and put out a statement. And all is well, right? Because see, what I first thought was, okay, well, Lucas is leaving the group. Okay, what soloist doesn't want to stay within a group? If he's meant to be solo, then go do you, boo, right? Let me tell you, I started doing some digging because I didn't know who this Lucas boy was, right? So I started digging, and there's some pretty unsettling things about him, allegedly from fans. And gaslighting was one of them. Sleeping with his fans was another one. And him talking about his bandmates. Now, if that is true, as a mom, let me tell you something, Lucas. Lucas, let me tell you. If you go put your hand on the stove and the stove is hot and you go back to the same stove, what you gonna get? You gonna get burned, Lucas. And what I mean by that, everyone out there listening, is don't put yourself in those predicaments where people can start things about you whether or not they are true. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, allegedly. So Lucas, I wish nothing but the best for you, and Wayv and SM Entertainment and NCT. I wish nothing but the best. I think this is the best resolution because right now there are some hurt people out there in this situation, and everyone needs to heal. That's what I'm thinking. Everyone just needs to heal and move on. And that's what I'm getting ready to do. Move on from this situation. But it was a hot mess when I first heard about it. Okay. Let's talk about Kai. Kai, out of EXO, has officially gone into the military. He is in basic training as we speak. And I think this whole situation is messed up. I really do. And the reason why I say that is because Kai right now should be working on his 4th album with EXO. I'm very upset about this. And I'm an ARMY. And I'm upset for all the EXO fans out there. Because, you know, he was trying to build, you know, EXO's comeback, so to speak. I was excited because I've always heard good things about EXO. And as you guys always hear me say, 2020, all I knew was BTS. That was my intro into the K-pop world. And now that I'm doing this podcast, I'm discovering other groups, especially 1st and 2nd generation groups. And EXO was one of the groups I was waiting on hearing a comeback from. And now all of a sudden he gets whisked away. And when he did his fan meet and greet this past week, actually he did it the day before he went into the military. He cried and said it was a shock to him when they told him he had to enlist. And last week on my podcast, I said that I found out there were 5 postponements you can do before you're forced to go into the military in South Korea. 2 of them could be miscellaneous, right? But I'm wondering if he had 5 postponements, where were the other 3? Was he even given the other 3? And if he did, what were the excuses or the reasons why he couldn't go in? Were they not good enough? He was set to turn 30 in January. So he's 29. And my assumption is that the BTS rule, which was like the BTS Act, was like if you were a K-pop in the K-pop industry, that you were exempt from going in between 18 and 28, that you can wait until you're 30, right? He's 29. So I really don't know what happened, you guys. In other words, I'm confused. I'm so confused. And I think that's why he was taken off guard as well. So, hats off to Kai for being a stand-up person and facing it and just going on in. There was a picture that surfaced of the day he went in, and all the members that could be there was there. And we can't wait till he comes back out, because he did put out a statement. And in that, he did say that he was preparing for things, but this happened, and he hopes that he can show you what he has prepared for when he comes out. So we are waiting, Kai. We are hoping and praying for you while you're in the military. You know, we armies know how you feel, because, you know, our boys Jen and J-Hope is currently serving in the military right now. And we wish nothing but the best for you, Kai. So we're sending love and wishes out there to you. I mean, not love and wishes, love and good luck out there to you. Okay. And I also want to let you guys know, after he finishes basic training, he's going to be serving out the rest of his military time as a public service agent, which Sugar is also going to do when he goes in. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Okay. Moving on, we're going to talk about Baby Monster. Now, I haven't mentioned Baby Monster since the time YG first announced these 7 girls, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was confused, child. I was confused because I was like, okay, first you announce who the 7 girls are by their, it looked like in the beginning, it looked like there were audition tapes, and they slowly, one by one, introduced the 7 girls. But then they went back and did this evaluation type show, right? Where every week you will see what the girls are going through, the dancing, the singing, and then all of a sudden they said, well, all 7 of you guys may not make it. Some of y'all not gonna make it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sort of caught off guard. I thought these were the 7 girls. So then they said they may choose like 4. And I'm like, I am so confused. Then they come out and it is all 7 of them. So I guess, you know, that was to keep you entertained until, you know, the official debut date of these 7 girls. I'm glad they stuck with these 7 girls because they are phenomenal. Baby Monsters, to me, is like the female version of BTS. Okay, so let's get into who they are. You got Ayan, and Ayan is 15. Now, she's the all-arounder. I think she could easily be the leader. They haven't mentioned if there's going to be a leader, but she is like middle age if you compare all their ages. So I'm assuming they haven't mentioned a leader because they're all sort of young right now. She can do everything, and she is so mature for her age. And then you have Ruka. Ruka's 20. I believe she's the oldest, right? She's phenomenal as well. Phenomenal voice. You have Chiquita. Now let's say Chiquita is 13. Let me tell you about Chiquita now. That girl's a beast. That girl is a beast. She reminds me of that one girl from I forgot her name, but she is from Les Seraphim, the one with the bangs, and she has the bob. This girl also has bangs and a bob, and she's also a beast, and the girl can dance her tail off, okay? Like this girl, she may be the youngest, but she's fierce. And then you have Haram. Haram's 15. Also another all-arounder. She can do everything. Voice is off the chain. And then you have Asa or Asa. I think it's Asa. She's 16. She's phenomenal as well. Farida, okay, this is another one that's gonna blow your socks off. Farida can wrap her tail off. And then you have Rora. Rora is 14. All these girls together has a very unique sound, very unique look. They are the real deal. Like these girls can easily sing without any instrumental accompaniment to it at all. Like they're just so good. Their dancing is good. They are very funny. They're very energetic, wonderful personalities. And they already have a massive following. And they haven't even debuted yet, you guys. Massive following. Like soon as they went up and they got their own Instagram, their own YouTube, you're talking over 1 million people easily follow them because they're that good. And we're all anticipating what they're going to do. Now, y'all know I love me some New Jeans. New Jeans is my group now. Now, they will forever be my group. But I'm telling you, YG, y'all coming out with Baby Monsters, they're going to be a close second, if not tied with New Jeans. It's the new girl groups that's coming out. So, good job, girls. I can't wait to see what you guys do and what you guys are going to present to the K-pop world when you guys debut. Okay. This week, we have so many music video releases, right? K-releases is going to be so full of them. So I had to pick the top 4 of what I was going to do. I mention this because there's so much going on right now with everything being released. Like everything's coming out one by one by one by one. It seems like the K-pop industry is really cranking these music videos out because they see the trend is going upward now in K-pop music. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Guinness Book of World Records. There's so many records being set now, and they are raising the bar into the world of music in general. Okay, so let's go over a couple of them, shall we? New Jeans, and I just mentioned New Jeans. Okay, your girl, New Jeans, or girls, just set the record as the fastest K-pop entity, K-pop group, solo or groups that has reached 1 billion streams on Spotify. And let me tell you who used to have it. Jungkook from BTS. He had reached 1 billion streams in 409 days. Now make sure I got that right. 409 days. I am correct. So he was the fastest person to achieve that feat, right? Set a Guinness Book of World Records on that. Well, New Jeans came up behind and did it in 219 days. They slashed Jungkook's record by almost half of the time. That's crazy. And that it hasn't even been a year anniversary yet for them. They're not even a year old yet since they debuted. And they already managed to beat one of BTS members' record. How crazy is that? Really, how amazing is that? And y'all know I'm an army. So for them to beat my boy Jungkook's record, I have no words. I'm speechless. These girls are going places and they're kicking butt and they're taking names. That's all I got to say. And who knows, Jungkook's album is coming out on the 4th quarter this year. He may come back and break that record. So we'll see. But congratulations to New Jeans for that. The next the next record of the World Guinness Book of Records I want to talk about is actually from Lisa of Blackpink. Her record that she has set is the first K-pop soloist to get 1 billion album streams on Spotify. Now that's different than 1 billion streams, because 1 billion streams that New Jeans set means of everything that they have in their catalog. No matter what it is, 1 billion. What Lisa said is she got 1 billion streams on her solo album, just the album itself. That album is the La Lisa album. And the 2 motivating tracks behind her getting 1 billion streams are the 2 tracks, the money, that one, and La Lisa, that one too. La Lisa and Money. And like I said, y'all, don't make fun of me sampling her tracks. Okay, but this is Lisa's 7th Guinness Book of World Records that she set. Her 7th one. Lisa has had more Guinness Book of World Records set as a soloist, because BTS got as far as, everything. They got, I think, like 25, 26. But Lisa, as far as a soloist, K-pop soloist, she has more than any other soloist. The 7th one. So congratulations to her. Speaking of Blackpink, let's talk about them because they've been doing a lot of stuff this week as far as accomplishments. Okay, so they got 1.4 billion views on their YouTube for How You Like That on their dance performance. Now, the actual song itself got 1.2 billion on the YouTube, but the dance performance YouTube got 1.4 billion. So congratulations to Blackpink on that. Also, let's talk about Jisoo's Flower. So Jisoo's Flower got 200 million YouTube views, right? I want to let you know how significant that is. So Jisoo's Flower, when she did that and accomplished the 200 million YouTube views, only one other artist has accomplished 200 million YouTube views for a single record. Now, I'm not talking album, I'm talking about record this year, and that's Miley Cyrus. That's it. Those two. And I think Miley Cyrus' song is called Flowers too, isn't it? I think so. My daughter's saying yes. Isn't that weird? Both of them got 200 million. The only two artists this year to get 200 million on a song. And both of their titles is Flower. I think Miley Cyrus is Flowers. And then Jisoo's is Flower. Plural, Miley Cyrus, singular, Jisoo. So congratulations. Okay, now here's another milestone accomplishment from Blackpink. Lisa's Money is the first song and B-side track by K-pop artists to surpass 700 million streams in K-pop history. So congratulations, Lisa, on that. I'm telling you, Lisa, she all over the place. And then Jennie, let's talk about her for a minute. Okay, so Jennie had, as we know, she's a Calvin Klein ambassador. Jennie had her Calvin Klein capsule collection event in Seoul a few days ago. And it made headline news because of who was there. And you guys probably already know, but your boy Jungkook was there. But there was someone else there too. What's her name? It was Kazuha from Les Seraphim. She was also there. I love her. She's such a good dancer for Les Seraphim. She's another one. But her voice is amazing too. But Jungkook was there. So we're going to talk about him in the BTS news segment because that's coming up next. But Jungkook was there because he was an ambassador, and so was Kazuha. She was an ambassador too, and that's why they attended. And there were a lot of other, not K-pop, but there were other artists that are ambassadors, like actors, hosts, and all this stuff that were in Seoul. There were, Korean artists in the industry that were ambassadors. They were also there. But Jungkook, I thought was interesting because he did not walk the red carpet, or I call it the press carpet because the carpet really isn't red. He did not walk the press carpet. But like I said, we'll get into that during the BTS news segment. I do want to talk about her capsule collection. Her favorite color is purple. So the dress that she wore, because she was also the host of this Calvin Klein event, she wore her purple dress and some purple stacked shoes. She looked very, very cute, but that was from her collection with Calvin Klein. And she said that she's very excited about this collection. Now, by the time this airs, it would have already gone on sale at Calvin Klein worldwide, because it said it's supposed to have gone on sale May 10th worldwide, and it's supposed to be available. Now, I will tell you this. If you're planning on getting any of these clothing items from the capsule collection, you need to do it fast because it's only for a limited time. Just want to throw that out there. And by the way, that's her favorite color. I don't know if you guys knew that. Well, the blinkers out there, you guys already knew that purple was Jennie's favorite color, but I didn't know that. So that's something new that I just realized. I just found out. Okay, last news about Blackpink. Jennie she doing it, isn't she? She kicking butt, taking names. But anyways, Jennie is going to Cannes Film Festival, everyone. Yes, she is. Jennie is going to Cannes Film Festival. And I need to back up something. When she was at, and I guess this segues into each other. So I'm not going to back up. I'm just going to keep going forward, and it's going to circle back around to her Calvin Klein event. So I'm going to tell you where I'm going to show you where I'm going. Okay, so just hear me out. So at the Cannes event, the reason why she's going to the 72nd Cannes Film Festival is because a TV series that she was in called Idol with the singer The Weeknd, who now really wants to be called Abel, which is his real name. And I think it's Sam Levinson, who is, you know, him and The Weeknd are like co-creators in this. The guy who did Euphoria, okay? US version of Euphoria, him. They have this TV series on HBO called Idol that Jennie is a part of. And so because of that, the Idol is going to be shown at Cannes Film Festival in a non-competition display, meaning they're going to show it at Cannes, but they're not part of the Cannes competition. Okay, just wanted to put that out there. So Lisa got invited, and it has been confirmed she is going, y'all. Y'all know how it was for Met Gala that everybody kept saying these people were going and they never showed up. Jennie did show up for that though, because she represented Chanel. But Jennie is also showing up for Cannes. So I can't wait to see what she's going to wear. We all know it'll probably be Chanel. They'll probably dress her in Chanel. But yes, she is attending as part of that cast. And so now I'm segueing to what I told you I was going to come back around to, the Calvin Klein event. She previewed the song that her and Weeknd did together that's going to be on the show Idol at the Calvin Klein event. So if you were there, you heard that song. Okay, I hope I didn't confuse you. But yeah, so she has a song coming out with The Weeknd, and it will be in the Idol TV series. So I guess you guys have to watch the show to hear the song. So hopefully it will be made known to the public. But, you know, there's that. And I believe that is it for K-pop news. Coming up next is BTS news. And don't go anywhere, because we got a lot to talk about the BTS, the Bangtan Boys. So sit back and relax. Well, don't sit back and relax. If you got to go do something, do it real quick, come back. BTS news is next. Welcome back to that K-pop talk. This segment is called BTS news, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so you remember on the last segment of K-pop talk, the last thing I talked about was Jennie's Calvin Klein capsule collection event that was held in Seoul, South Korea. And Jungkook, seeing that he is a Calvin Klein ambassador, he attended. He did not, however, go through the press carpet and stop and take pictures. What he did do was he got out the car with heavy security around him, walked through the press carpet. And for those of you who don't know what a press carpet is, it's actually, quote unquote, what they call the red carpet. But the red carpet really isn't red. So since there's a bunch of press people out there, I call it the press carpet. I've heard that terminology too from other people. So we're saying press carpet. But anyways, he went through the press carpet, did not stop. He walked up the stairs. You see him then go to the top floor. He stops and he takes what appears to be a video. Someone's filming something. And then he takes some pictures. And then you don't see him for a minute. And then he comes back down the stairs with, it looks like a PR lady that was in front of him. He hugs her, and then he gets in the car, and then he leaves. So we don't have or see any pictures of him actually talking to anyone else, or is vibing around the party with anyone else, hanging out with anyone else. We don't see that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But he did fulfill his obligations of attending because he is a Calvin Klein ambassador. And I do know other people, like I said, in the industry, it was there. So there's that. Because there's so many rumors that, again, I don't know what's going on. People saying things that aren't true. You heard that RM was there with Jungkook. I didn't hear it. I actually read it from a news outlet. I'm like, RM was not there. RM was with Jungkook. We saw pictures later on that they had a bro night together, but RM was not at the event. So I don't know how they got that confused. Maybe it's because Jungkook hair was the same. He had his hair pulled back in the ponytail and he had on black. But no, RM was not there, you guys. If you guys read that, it's not true. Just JK, Cookie, Jungkook was there and that's it. Okay. With that being said, I do also want to say that JK's album is supposed to be out in the 4th quarter. So be on the lookout for that. I mentioned that last week. So that's basically what's going on with Jungkook. I mean, you know, he's getting ready for his album and he's just chilling. And I am so happy for him because just a few months back when everybody was putting out albums, working on projects, you see all the other BTS members out there. Jungkook was, and I will often joke about it, he's just sitting at home chilling, just doing his karaoke, drinking his beer. He could care less what was going on in the world of music. He was doing his own thing, just relaxing at the house, worried about his dog Bam because, you know, Bam was sick. And then he had his dog go through training because, you know, he had to get the dog ready because when he does leave to go into the military, you know, Bam has to get used to being around other people. So that's all he's been up to. You know, we're waiting for that album to come out. And that's it for Jungkook for this week. Let's move on. Speaking of RM, let's move on to RM. Now, his song with the other artist Calde is #1 on the hot trending songs on Billboard. And if you don't know what that song is, it is called, quote, "Don't Ever Say Love Me." And it is a, how should I put it? Well, Calde is R&B soul. It reminds me of a cross between a speakeasy rapper that's RM's part with, I would say, speakeasy meets classical, meets jazz, meets R&B. I know that sounds weird, but you just have to listen to it. It's so calming. Calde's album, which is called Love Part 2, is so calming. It really is. It's really a good album, you guys. As we all know, RM does not collab with artists he doesn't have a connection to their music with. So he has to have that connection to their music in order for RM to collab. And he also knows that his name, once he puts his stamp of him being on that particular song, is going to elevate that artist's career, right? So he has to be very careful with who he collabs with, right? I feel that he hit it on the nose with everyone he's been collabing with, from just everyone. Balming Tiger, what's his Soyeon Soon, I think Yoyeon Soon, I forgot her name, but when he did Smoke Sprite with, and then this one, I mean, he is not missing on any of these songs. Like, he just knows what he's doing. And so I feel that with this artist, he really did a good collab with. Okay, so please, if you haven't heard it, y'all already know I'm gonna put the link in my bio. I put the link in my bio on my YouTube last week, but I guess I'll go ahead and do it this week since their song is #1 on the hot trending songs chart. Congratulations to RM and Calde, or should I say Calde and RM, because RM's featured. Also, did you guys see RM's letter on Weverse? It was a letter, I say a poem-based letter because it was a letter, sorry, but it looked like it was in the shape of a poem. And if you read it, and I keep telling you I get Weverse, If you don't have it, y'all need to get it. Because that app, I'm telling y'all, everything be on there. He put a very heartfelt poem / letter on Weverse. And it really made you think. And when I first read it, I was like, yeah, it's confirmed. He's confirmed through the letter. Like like it was like he's saying it, but he's not saying it type way. He is going to go in. He's the next one. Some things I really, really took to heart about his speculation going into the military on his thoughts were this. I'm going to give you some quotes from the poem / letter. He said, I try hard to live in the present. Another one, he said, I want to find out more about who I am. He said, what do you think? Is that okay? And then he said, as I said a few times, it's hard to open my mouth. And then he said, honestly, I'm scared of what it'll be like after coming back. Another quote was, I don't want to ask for all your love irresponsibly. That's a deep one. And then he said, at the very end, I'll be right back. Stay healthy. Now, those are just some quotes that I took out of that. It was a pretty lengthy, long poem / letter. What do you guys think of that? I think that he's reflecting on his life, because he did mention about his 10-year anniversaries coming up soon, and he wants us, meaning his fans, people out there, to take care of ourselves. And why is it that they always say don't catch a cold? I mean, I think J-Hope said that, Jen said that. They all say that. Don't catch a cold. Take care of yourself. I don't know, what is that like a thing? You just say don't catch a cold, take care of yourself. I don't know, but I always think that's cute. I think of someone's grandma saying that. Don't catch a cold. But anyways, he's really reflecting. He's really, to me, my interpretation is he's really reflecting on his life in the past 10 years. And he really wants to reflect about who he is, because he also said, I'm paraphrasing now because I don't have the direct quote in front of me. He also said, 1 minute I'm happy and then I'm sad. I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying I'm happy and sad at the same time, you know? And he wants to know more about who he is, meaning once he goes into the military, he's trying to figure out, is everything going to change when he gets out, that we don't love him anymore, that his fans aren't going to be there for him anymore. And he also said that it used to be he used to look for love, but now he realizes if he is love, his hope is that if he is love and he loves, right, as a person, that love will find him and he doesn't have to go looking for it because it will naturally happen. That is so deep. That is so deep. RM is a deep thinker. I've always said that about RM. That's one reason why I like him being a leader. He's a deep thinker. Probably all those books he reads. But that's what he's been up to. He's been pondering his life, basically, you know? He's an old soul. He's pondering his life as he prepares to go into the military, wondering what is on the other side, because now his life is going to change from everything he knew. And he does mention that. He said, I changed. So, you know, he was this K-pop artist / rapper / singer, you know, producer, writer, going all the way up into this point of the military. Now he's changing from RM, the artist, to RM, the enlistee in the military. Because he's going to be just like everybody else in there. And then when he gets out, he's RM, the question mark, right? Because he will still be RM, the artist, right? But what thoughts and feelings will he have going into that next part of his life after he leaves the military? That's the question I think he's asking himself. Will I still have the same thoughts and feelings like I did being an artist before I went into the military? Or will my thoughts evolve to something else when I get out, when I continue to make said music, right? how will that reflect making music going forward with me going into the military? And I think that's where he's at. And we're just going to wish RM the best. But yeah, it's speculation that he's next going in. I think he's going in soon because he's already saying, take care, don't catch a cold. So, you know what, RM, we are with you. We are here for you. And, you know, you write as many poems as you want to. We're here to read them and respond. And actually, I responded on Weverse. I wrote him a poem, actually. I put it out there so you guys can hunt my my response down. It's out there. Okay, so let's talk about Jimin now, right? Oh, by the way, the pictures that were put out with him and Jungkook, you guys notice RM's jacket? P-Sick University jacket. You guys, if you don't know about P-Sick, they're on YouTube. They have an Instagram. Let me tell y'all, I love me some P-Sick. Okay, so P-Sick are these 3 guys, and they interview people in the industry, and they are so funny. But on their Instagram, every day they have daily Korean. They teach you a word every day, and they're so hilariously funny. So if you guys don't know, they also came out with some merch, and part of that merch is their P-Sig University letter jacket, and that's what RM had on in those pictures. And I want one. They were sold out last time. They have hoodies, t-shirts, and even a calendar, and they were sold out of that letter jacket. So hopefully, I want that letter jacket. That letter jacket's a bomb. So side note, okay, so let's talk about Jimin now. Okay, so Jimin is back in the news again. When does he ever go away from the news? He's back in the news again. The new, not show, but the new movie, Fast and Furious Part 10, as if they don't have enough already. This is, you always think it's the last one, but it's not. They always come out with another one, Vin Diesel. So anyways, Fast and Furious, the 10th movie installment, has a song called Angel Part 1. And Jimin is in that song. And not only is he in that song, he is in that song with some very interesting other artists. Okay, so I'm gonna name who the other artist is and who the other artists are. And I will have to be honest with you. I don't know any of these artists except for one person, and that's Kodak Black. I don't know who these other artists are, which are NLE Choppa. The acronyms of this next artist is JVKE, and then the third artist is Mooney Long. Now, I'm pretty sure they're very prevalent in the hip-hop community in the United States, but I really don't listen to hip-hop in the United States like I used to, because it's just changed so drastically. And I don't like the direction. This is me. I don't like the direction the hip hop industry is going into per se. So that's one of the reasons why I started listening to more K-pop. Okay, so Kodak Black though I do know, and Kodak Black I did like his verse in the song, and Jimin blended right in. Like the song is the typical movie song, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just happy that Jimin is on there because now Jimin is having more American exposure. So hats off to Jimin. Okay, let's move on to Kim Tae-young. Kim Tae-young has set another record. He has surpassed 13 million followers on Spotify and is the only Korean artist to do so, K-pop artist to do so. So congratulations to Kim Tae-young. And his show that he was on called Jennie's Kitchen remains to be #1 in their genre on Amazon Prime. So congratulations on that. And the significance of him achieving 13 million followers on Spotify is that he did it without an album being released yet. That's crazy. Okay, crazy in a good way, you guys. Whenever I say that's crazy, it's never something bad. It's always something good. Okay, next up is Suga. Suga. Okay, so Suga wrapped up his concerts in New York and Chicago, and the LA concerts have started. And the next stop after LA will be in Oakland. So LA Times did an article on Sugar. They interviewed him, and I'm so happy. You know, BTS is so close, and Sugar told, you know, LA Times that we are real brothers. And I believe that because whenever you spend time, they spent 13 years living with each other. Let that sink in. 13 years they have lived under one roof. They're family. They're basically family. They spent more time with each other than they have their own families. So, you know, I understand exactly what he's saying. And at one of the concerts, I just want to talk about this too. There was a girl who put up a sign saying that it was her birthday. And I think it was here in LA. She put up a sign, the first show here in LA. She put up a sign, said it was her birthday, and he had everyone sing happy birthday. And he also sang happy birthday to her. Isn't that sweet? Good job, Sugar. Okay. And another thing I want to talk about too is the documentary that Sugar has, the D-Day documentary, and also J-Hope's documentary, Jack in the Box, is coming to theaters. I know it's on Disney now, but it's also going to be in theaters. So if you guys want to see him on a big screen, it's coming to a theater near you. And speaking of J-Hope, you know, Parents' Day in South Korea was on May 8th. And there is a photo of him showing up a sign that he wrote to his parents, hoping that his parents will see it. And the sign said, "Mom and Dad, I am greeting you in celebration of Parents' Day. Thank you for giving birth to and raising me. I love you. Your son, Hosap." I thought that was so sweet. And I know his parents saw it because we saw it, right? Speaking of J-Hope and, you know, Jen also in the military right now, because there's really no other news besides, you know, that on them being in the military. So you remember there was an article that came out, and I also talked about this last week, about J-Hope when they showed him eating, and then someone got concerned about what the military is feeding the army, and so the military released the menu of what they were eating. Someone took that menu and photoshopped what their meal looks like to make it look like they were really eating good. So some of the military people actually commented on that and said that is not true. There are former military people that have said our food is not as luxurious as you think it is. It's not as fancy as you think it is. And the military needs to improve on the quality of food that they give their military servicemen. Now, that is coming from them. It's not coming from me. I don't think the food looks bad, but then again, I'm not in the military either. So I don't know what they deem as good food or what they deem as bad food. J-Hope and Jen, they look healthy to me. So, but again, I'm not in the military, so I don't know. But I thought that was very interesting, you know, because J-Hope hasn't said anything in contrary, and neither has Jen. Neither has any of the K-pop people said anything negative about the food in the military. So I don't know. Maybe that's their own opinion. Maybe that's how they feel about it. But I just want to, you know, put that out there that did happen, that the girl did Photoshop. And then she said, the girl that Photoshopped the picture did say, "I don't want to cause any trouble." And she did apologize. So let that be said. So that is up for, well, that is all. Not that's up. That is all for BTS news. Next up is our last segment, and that is our K releases and our K vibes, where we go over the musical video releases of this past week or so, and the music videos that I'm really vibing off to, and the songs I'm listening to, hoping that you could put it on your playlist as well. So don't go anywhere. The last segment is coming up next. Welcome back to the very last segment called K releases and K vibes. Let's get started with our K releases, which are music video releases of K-pop videos that have been done within this past week or so, give or take a couple of days. There were so many releases, you guys. So what I did was I picked 4, And I'll probably do some more next week because of time. I don't want you guys here all evening trying to listen to all the K-pop music videos that have been released. So we're going to do 4 of the most prevalent ones that I feel that you guys need to know about. And then 1 we need to talk about. 1 of the 4 we need to have a conversation about. Let's start off with ONEUS. Now, ONEUS is one of these silent K-pop groups that are actually pretty good, but no one really talks about them. I'm just like, they are so good. Okay, so they came out on May 8th with their song called, well, actually they have 2 songs off their album. It's called Unforgettable, which came out in May. That was their first one. It's a young, fresh, mid-tempo. Those are my notes. Similar to Icon You song. In the music video, they are together. They go on this adventure together, and they just have a lot of fun. And so that's called Unforgettable. And then the latest one they have out that was released on May 8th is called Erase Me. Now, I really like that song. It's a dance song, electric. It's running like an EDM. My notes say mid-fast pace EDM, electric type song. So good. The chorus is mainly the electric part. And it's like a K-pop dance song. Like, you could dance to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a club, it's that type of song. And it's called Erase Me. Choreography is good in the music video. You can never go wrong with ONEUS. I'm very excited for this album. I can't wait to see what this group does with this album. So, again, all these music videos that I'm talking about will be in the description box in my YouTube channel. Okay, so you have those 2 from ONEUS. And the next one I want to talk about is Triple S, Crystal Eyes, their subunit group. This song is called Cherry Talk. And a lot of people were saying how, for some odd reason, and I don't know the politics behind this, but for some odd reason, they would not let this song debut on TV, or they wouldn't let them sing the song on TV. Let me tell y'all something. I saw this, my daughter laughing at me, but let me tell y'all, I saw this song, I saw the music video, and I see, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I see why the song has some delays, because there's some controversy. Y'all talking about New Jeans. New Jeans ain't got nothing on this song. Let me tell y'all, New Jeans look like grown adults compared to this song. Let me tell y'all why. Because this is called Cherry Talk. And I listened to the words. What do these little girls know about a cherry? Talk. They're not talking about fruit. Notice how I got silent. They're not talking about fruit, you guys. They're talking about boys. Saying cherry talk. What about a cherry you talking about? You're not describing the fruit. You talking about, I can't wait, I'm feeling. What you feeling? What you into? I heard the words. Cherry talk, talk, cherry, cherry talk. Cherry talk, talk, cherry, cherry talk. No, no cherry talk. No cherry talk. No, we're not talking about cherries. This song right now raises a huge question with me. And you know what? I was going to put this on my Instagram, and some told me not to. And I'm sorry to the record label, to the management, to whoever. You know, you guys probably found it in your minds to release this song, but I'm telling you, I'm listening to the words, and there is no way this song means something other than popping that cherry. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what cherry talk means, in my opinion. Strong opinion. You guys listen to the song yourself. I'm not even going to put the link. No, I am. I'm going to put the link in my bio because I want y'all to listen to it. I want you guys to watch it. And you tell me what you think cherry talk is. And if it's not about popping that cherry, if you know what I'm talking about, please email me at thatkpoptalk@gmail.com, or you could leave a comment and let me know what cherry talk means. or if you are the record label, please let me know what Cherry Talk means, because I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. I want to believe that it's something other than what I think it is, but if I'm listening to the words, it does not make sense to me. And I love Triple S. Their song Rising, I featured that song on my K-pop podcast about a month or two ago. Love that song. Like, that song was on my K vibes list. I love that song Rising. But this song right here, my gut feeling is telling me that it's not cool for these girls to sing this song. I just have to be honest. Okay, moving on. Like I said, if you guys know this song means something else, please let me know. Like, correct me, put me in my place and say that's not what this song means. You know, but for right now, I'm not going to promote that song because I'm not feeling it. Okay, moving on. BTOB, they have a song called Wind and Wish that came out on May 2nd. And it's doing very well. Already has over 20 million views. And I didn't know, like, I didn't know who these guys were. Like, they have 1.94 million followers on YouTube. So I was like, well, who are these boys? So I did some research on them. There's 6 members. There were originally 7, but 1 had to leave. They debuted March 21st of 2012. This song has that typical classical K-pop production. You know, you filming inside, but you got the green screen showing the clear blue skies, and you're dancing in the street, and you know, you're just having a good time. That's what this song is. In the chorus part, it also has an electronic dance component to it, and it's that, like I said, the classical pop production on set, and it's a thumbs up for me. I really like this song. Again, the link will be in my bio, in my description box on my YouTube. So there's that one. And then the last one I want to talk about, I really like this song, you guys. I really like this song. It's called Sun Shower by a group called EPEX. This group's been out since 2021. You guys, I love doing this podcast because these groups I would have never found if I wasn't researching music video releases. This, you guys, this is an amazing song. It's called Sun Shower. It's doing very well. It was released April 26th, actually. So like a week and a half, 2 weeks back. And this is their 5th EP. It's called Prelude of Love, Chapter 2. It's a very fun video, and it's inside this old European hotel. And in the music video at the end, the elevator actually shoots up through the floor. It creates this hole in the floor. It's so funny, but the song is very it's amazing. The choreography is fun, the video is fun, and I can't talk more about this music video than what I already am. It's just, you guys just need to see it. The song is so good. It's called Sun Shower, and these are 8 members. I think EPEX has me as a fan. They really do. I really do like this song. Okay, that is it, you guys, on my K vibes. Okay, now remember, K vibes could be something new, something old, right? So I like I love Sun Shower by EPEX. That is on my K vibes. I have been listening to that song. It's such a fun song. Another song that I like is Erase Me by ONEUS. I really love that song. I think I would see them in concert if they ever had a concert. Like, I really do like them. I think they need to get more airtime, more playtime, more media publicity than they have been getting, because these young men are very, very good. Okay, and then okay, so I have 2 that are sort of old. So I have been listening to oh goodness, Enhypen, Blood Cursed. I have been listening to that, getting ready for Enhypen's new album coming out. And you guys know I love me some Enhypen as well. And then the last one, because Kai went into the military unexpectedly, I have been listening to the song called The Sinner. And the reason why I listen to The Sinner, because most people say, oh, you're going to listen to Rover. Not Rover, it's The Sinner. Because the choreography on that song in his film, Rover, is phenomenal. Like the floor choreography when they were dancing on the floor in the dirt, it looks like beautiful. I love it. And I just love the song itself. So while Kai is in the military, I'm playing his album, but most recently I've been playing The Sinner. So those are my 4K vibes. And that concludes this podcast episode 21. If you guys want to be part of my K-pop family, please click like. Most importantly, share. Tell people about me. I don't think anybody knows I'm here. Share and subscribe to my podcast channel. All you got to do is click the button and then you're following me and you're part of my family. And you can also email comments or suggestions at thekpoptalk@gmail.com. And once again, my name is Denise. You already know it's about that K-pop talk. No filter here. It's just fun and love and positivity in K-pop talk. And I will see you next week. Bye.